Hi students, this is AJ sir. Let's study 10th standard ICSE Math, Chapter 7D, Proportion, Applications, Part 2. Exercise 7D, take the cancellations. Question 9, 11, 13, 16, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 25. These are all easy sums, but if you wish to solve them, you can. Now some IMP sums. Question 10, 15, 17. Let's start with question 10. Find two numbers such that the mean proportional between them is 14 and the third proportional to them is 112. So let the two numbers be x and y. Two conditions are given, so we will get two equations in two variables. First condition says that 14 is your mean proportional. Now we know that the square of the mean proportional is always equal to the product of the extremes. Or you can simply say that x upon 14 is equal to 14 upon y. On cross multiplication we get the same equation. We'll write x in terms of y, that is equation number 1, and we will substitute this value in the second equation which we are going to get, which is x upon y is equal to y upon 112, because they have mentioned 112 is the third proportion. There is no fourth proportion here. It's a continued proportion. Here the value of x is substituted as 196 upon y. So we do that, and if you cross multiply we can get the value of y cube. How to remove a cube root? Don't multiply them, rather factorize them and take out pairs of or groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, so write 2 once. 1, 2, 3, so write 2 again. 1, 2, 3, so write 7 once. So the answer of y is 28. Substitute that in equation 1, you get the value of x as well. Don't forget to write the final statement. Required numbers are 28 and 7. Next, the 15th question. There are 36 members in a student council. So there are totally 36 students. And the ratio of number of boys and girls is 3:1. That's not equal at all. How many more girls should be added so that the ratio of boys to girls becomes 9:5, which is still bearable? We'll use a tabular method here. If the total number of students were 36, and let's assume the number of girls, original number of girls is x, that means the number of boys is 36 minus x. Now, according to the condition, the new number of girls will be x plus y. We are adding more girls. We are not making any changes to the number of boys here, but we are adding more girls to the council so that the ratio is more acceptable. But if we add that to the number of girls, then even the total number of students would increase by y. So that's the new number of students. Now, the ratio of boys to girls originally was 3:1. If we cross multiply, we get the value of x, which is 9. So originally the number of girls was 9, and originally the number of boys was 27. That's why the ratio is 3:1. But we have to find the value of y. Well, the new ratio of boys to girls is 9/5. This is of no use in this sum, but I just wrote it to fill in the table. So the ratio of boys and girls now is 9:5. Now here we know the value of x is 9. So substitute that. So right here from 1 and cross multiply, get the value of y, which is 6. So girls to be added is 6. Now the 17th sum. Here this ratio is given and we have to find this and this using properties of proportion. So first we'll do componendo dividendo, obviously. So right here, componendo dividendo, don't write shortcut. So 3 and 3 and cancelled, 4m cancelled, and we get this. And finally just cross multiply and get the value of m upon n, which is 11:4. Make sure in the end you write the ratio, not the fraction, because they've asked for the ratio, otherwise you'll lose marks. Next, if you look at Roman number 2, they want 2m squared minus 11n squared and 2m squared plus 11n squared. Clearly, this seems to be a case of componendo dividendo. Actually, it looks like dividendo componendo, but there is no such thing. So we'll have to do componendo, dividendo, and then invertendo. But we have m upon n. We don't have m square, n square. And what about the numbers 2 and 11? So we'll have to introduce all these things first before doing the operation. So first, we will square both the sides. So we get m square upon n square, which is 121 upon 16. Then we multiply both the sides by a fraction 2 upon 11. 2 upon 11. So now we have 2m square upon 11n squared, and we get some answer here on the RHS, 11 upon 8 in fact. So now we'll do componendo dividendo. Write it. So we get numerator plus denominator upon numerator minus denominator, and we get an answer. But we'll have to do invertendo as well. So reciprocal the ratios. That's why the answer is 3 upon 19. Next, 24th sum. But before that, let me tell you another method which I don't like, but you can use it to solve this Roman number 2. If I have m upon n is equal to 11 upon 4, you can assume m to be equal to 11x and n to be equal to 4x. And then in the given question, substitute m as 11x, square will be there, and n as 4x, and solve. And x will get cut in the end, and you will get 3 upon 19 as the final answer. And the 24th sum will assume this is equal to this is equal to this is equal to k. So we'll solve it by the k method, which is such an easy method. They are not in continued proportion. So x is equal to ak, bk, and ck here. We start with the LHS. We substitute the values. X was ak, so x cube will be a cube, k cube, obviously. A cube cancelled, and what I'm left with is 3k cube. Similarly, in the RHS, substitute the values of x, y, and z. A, b, c get cancelled up and down, and I'm left with 3k cube. So LHS is equal to RHS. Now the 27th sum, Roman number 2. Find x if this is given. We have to find the value of x. So first of all, I want the numbers separate and the variables separate. So I'll shift 16 to the RHS, so it will become 1 upon 16. This will go down and this will go up, which is good because the numerator was already a minus x and cube into a minus x, so it will become a minus x the whole raised to 4. Even the denominator will become a plus x raised to 4. Now the power of 4 will go to the right hand side and become 4th root. What is the 4th root of 1? It's always 1. And what is the 4th root of 16? It's 2, because 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 is 16. And since it's an even number, we have to put the plus or minus sign here. So we'll have two cases. Either it is equal to half or it is equal to minus half. We'll have to solve it separately. If this is equal to plus half, you do componendo dividendo. Numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. Notice how the sign changed. 1 plus 2 upon 1 minus 2, componendo dividendo. X get cancelled, a gets cancelled. You get the value of a upon x. Minus minus also gets cancelled. Answer is 3. But they want the value of x. So cross multiply. X value is a upon 3. That is case 1 answer. In case 2, we will assume it to be minus half, right? So again we will do componendo dividendo, but there is a minus sign here, remember. So on the LHS, x and x gets cancelled and a gets cancelled. But notice here it's minus half plus 2 upon minus 1 plus 2 upon minus 1 minus 2. So that becomes minus 1 upon 3. That's the answer in the end. And minus minus gets cancelled again. 2 gets cancelled, and the answer after cross multiplication is x is equal to 3a. So that is the case 2 answer. So 2 answers in this sum. So mark this sum also as IMP. Hi students, if you found this video useful, press the like button. Also to enroll for my online lectures or online test series, email me or message me on Instagram. Check the description for more information.